3 years prior to the events we remember on this Good Friday, Jesus received baptism from John the Baptist at the Jordan River, retreated to the wilderness for a period of 40 days for prayer and contemplation, overcame the temptations brought about by Satan, and returned to Galilee to recruit his disciples and begin his ministry. 3 years of good works, healings of all sorts, miracles that touched the lives of people and glorified God, teachings that made the kingdom of God become a living reality. All these took place over those 3 years. 3 years of giving, serving, loving, and caring. And now it ends like this. Jesus betrayed by one of his own party, arrested like a common criminal, tried illegally, by the way, in the dark of night behind closed doors, dragged before the high priest, the Sanhedrin, Pilate, and even Herod, beaten, mocked, forced to carry his own instrument of death through the streets, and yet never succumbing to the humiliation that was intended to invoke. And finally, literally nailed to a rugged cross. The hands that had once restored sight and hearing and cured the leper, the feet that took the gospel from Galilee to Jerusalem, were now immobilized upon the cross. The gentleness of his touch replaced by the harsh pain of execution. The disciples had scattered for fear of facing a like destiny. The crowds that greeted Jesus on Palm Sunday, declaring him to be their king, now cry out, "Crucify him!" The Pharisees smugly nod approval as Jesus' life ebbed away before them. What a way to end. Yet in the midst of all of that, Jesus demonstrated glory and honor. To those who were so abusing him, he offers a prayer to God saying, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they're doing." To a repentant thief on the cross next to him who had asked for forgiveness, Jesus said to him, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Jesus had concern for his mother's well-being and care and commended her to his disciple John. And he took upon himself the sins of the world, including yours and mine, and cried out at that moment, my God, why have you forsaken me?" As his suffering intensified, he called out, "I thirst." And finally, "It is finished. And into thy hands I commend my spirit." It was over. But was it truly finished? It was only Friday. Sunday was yet to come, and Sunday saw the resurrection. The time to come saw the establishment of the Christian church. Rather than being silenced, Jesus' words have formed traditions and laws all around the earth. You and I are the hands, the feet, the voice of Jesus today as his Spirit dwells in us and works through us. What appeared to be the end in the eyes of the Pharisees, the Romans, the crowd, was but a glorious beginning, a beginning that continues yet today and indeed has no end.